much worse than that. I gave the world and you just laughed without a smile, babe. You can't keep hiding behind the silence. I get caught in your violence know you too well. There's no more fighting, so don't we trying. I can't keep lying right to myself. I've seen better days, I'm in a world I can't escape. Took me down a path I hate and left me broken. And you know you won't change, forever stuck up in your ways. When it burned the bridge we made, you tore it all down. We see better days.
Yeah, I'm too turned on. What the fuck? I've been spinning around the room. Yeah, visions twisted, mix the liquor with the drugs. Now I'm stuck. Watch me stumble out the booth. Yeah, I'm mixing Kool-Aid with my Deuce. Everybody chill, we in the club on a Tuesday. Shawty hit my phone, say what's the love with the nightlife. Wake up way too late, I'm late for school. She wanna know if I want link, I'm like, shawty, I do. Yeah, bitch, I do. Yeah, bitch, I do. Shawty bad, I'm running down. I'm like, whoa, hit it once and then I'm running out. I'm like, oh, no, I don't wait for nothing, want it now. Hit this strip club, I'm in London now. I'm losing all I'm shawty out to LA now. I'm in and out. Introduce her to the city life, you know she from the south. Now she tripping off them city lights, a tablet in her mouth. Took a tablet on the couch, got me running like a route. I'm mixing Kool-Aid with my Deuce. Everybody chill, we acting club on a Tuesday. Shawty hit my phone, say I'm in love with the nightlife. Wake up way too late, I'm late for school. She wanna know if I want link, I'm like, shawty, I do. Yeah, bitch, I do. Yeah, bitch, I do.
I hope the devil doesn't call my bluff, 'cause Lord knows I'd be fucked. Am I learning again? Am I pushing my luck?
Yo. Alright, my fault. I had to change the settings a little bit on the last one. Should be higher quality now. The mic should sound better. The quality should be 1440p now as opposed to 1080 in the old stream. So all around quality should be better. I'm gonna let a couple more people get in here and then we'll get into it. Dub sound? What do you mean? Like W sound, or there's double the sound? I hope you mean W sound. Fire. Alright, perfect. Yeah, I went ahead and tweaked all the audio on the mic, put like filters on it and stuff. It should sound clean. What's good, Brian? How's everybody doing though? Let's hope Euro GBP gaps down. Facts. We're gonna see. What's good, Joel? My family's in the chat. Jahiel, is that how you pronounce that? Jahiel Joseph. What's up, bro? Where to understand mmxm from A to Z. I teach it in my, did you watch my guide? I teach pretty much everything you need to know about mmxm in that guide that I posted. It's a complete mmxm guide on my YouTube. Other than that, Jahil. Okay, I got you, Jahil. Other than that video, I would study. There's a really good trader named Sniper. His name's Money Sign Sniper, so Sniper, and he's really nice at mmxm. Sir Pickle's really good with it. All right, let's hop into the charts. And just make sure everything's good. Y'all can see my chart. All right, you guys can see it. Perfect. And then I'm gonna just pull the chat up on my phone real quick. Screen not presenting. Are you sure? I'm watching the stream right now on my phone. It shows the screen. Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, I was gonna say. All right. Oh, the thing I just realized is if I want to pull up, yeah, I'm gonna just go like this. Give me a second. I'm gonna just do this. I'm going to just screenshot the economic calendar and throw it on the chart. Is the music too loud or is it good? Because I don't want the music to be annoying. Let me know if you want the music lower. All right. All right. Nah, it's good. Lower. I'll lower it a little bit. All right, that should be good. All right, so very first thing we do, every single weekly forecast. For those that have been tuning in frequently, you know the drill. For those that don't, every single Sunday, going into the next week, going into the following week, you set your filter for the following week, and you look at the red folder news events for that following week. What this does, gives us an indication of the days that are going to move, they're going to expand. Because this red folder news provides volatility injection in price. It gives price the energy to move. It gives price, just volatility. So we use this as our roadmap, as our, indication of what days are going to be high probability every single week. So Monday, as we always say, is already suspect for being accumulation for the weekly profile. Think about weekly power of 3. I don't really worry about all these concepts, but I just want to explain the details behind this. Weekly power of 3, if it's a weekly open high low close candle or open low high close candle, Monday is usually the accumulation of that weekly profile, and we have no news. So Monday alone looks like it's going to be a low probability day. Again, this is all probabilities. We can still move on Mondays. We can still have, price movement. But more often than not, statistically, Mondays without news are going to be slow and choppy. So Monday, I'm not interested in trading intraday. I will still be looking for swings on Monday because I just look for red folder news on the week. Also, just a little update. I decided I'm going to be intraday trading futures as well for you guys. And then I'm just going to be swinging forex. So for forex, all I care about is having news on the week. But for my intraday trades, I really want to be, if I'm trading this filtering plan, I really want to be trading on days with news. But regardless, this is a roadmap every single week. The USD on Tuesday, USD and AUD. So you'd want to intraday trade these on Tuesday. They're going to have volatility injection in price. Any of the majors, any of these majors, AU, EU, GU, NU, UC, etc., are good for Monday intraday trading. Wednesday, Euro pairs. Thursday, USD pairs again, majors, etc. And you get the drill. Damn, I just stuttered like crazy. Holy shit. Damn. But yeah, you guys get the drill. Holy shit, that was probably the hardest stutter I've ever hit. Let me look at chat. I started lagging in real life. Everything good, my man. Music good, sir. Lower. Nah, it's good. Monday is also 2 bank holidays. Yeah, if you filter with white, you'll see that there's bank holidays. But for me, you know, if there's no red folder, that's all I need to know. What's your average win rate? So I don't have the conclusive data on my swing trading because I don't have enough trades yet. But in the short term, it's been like 70. But that's, you know, with a small sample size of data. So I hit 2R on every trade and I have a really high win rate right now swinging, but it's because, again, small sample size, like really small sample size of data, like less than 20 trades right now. So you can't really say conclusively what your data is resting around until you have hundreds of trades, in my opinion. Yo, Jesse Pinkman here. But yeah, all right, so I'm really not interested in USD until Tuesday. I'll be not intraday trading Monday, USD pairs. And yeah, I mean, that's not much else to say. Just trade on the days with red folder news and use the economic calendar as a roadmap. Let's go through Dixie. I haven't looked at the chart since Friday, so this is fresh. Like I haven't looked at any of this. So Dixie's in a weird spot again. You guys have been seeing what I've been saying about Dixie. I've been keeping my distance. I give the analogy that it's like when your girlfriend's mad at you or a friend's mad at you and there's not much that you can say. You just kind of have to let them cool down and get level-headed. So that's how I feel with Dixie when it's unclear to me. You know, it's like we're fighting. You know, I'm fighting with Dixie right now. I'm just waiting for Dixie to clear his head and not be overreacting to stuff. So I'm just waiting on Dixie. Monthly order flow to me is technically bearish. You know, we created this monthly SIBI lower, respected that, and created this new monthly SIBI lower. So to me, based on how I mechanically, you know, view order flow, this is technically bullish monthly order flow to me. Now, originally, you know, we talked about it, was bullish on dollar here, looking for it to seek this buy side, but right now it looks like we're putting in this failure swing, and you know, we're gonna have to drop into the lower time frames to get more clarity here. Now, looking at the weekly has not created a new SIBI lower, but we are, you know, rejecting this order block. I'm looking at this sell side on the weekly to be the draw still, and you know, it's just not clear to me, bro. This feels very, very 50-50 to me. I can't say conclusively. I said this last week as well. I don't like where Dixie's at. So for that reason, I'm keeping my distance until it feels clear and obvious to me. You know, the weekly hasn't made new SIBIs lower. The monthly, you know, literally is a failure swing right here, and then it's a failure swing here. I just don't like what price is doing right now on the dollar. But again, gun to my head, I'm still bearish, I think, on this now. I want to see the sell side go. It looks like a daily sell model, but pretty unclear to me. You know, I have no issues saying that. That's the reality of trading. You don't know all the time. You just trade when it's obvious. That's when you know you have edge, when you have a high probability pair, because it just feels very, very clear and obvious. And this right now to me doesn't feel that obvious. To other people it might. Cool, that's how they trade. For how I trade and how I view price, it doesn't feel that obvious to me. So for that reason, I won't be as focused on AU until dollar feels clear to me, but I do think dollar will head lower, which would mean higher on AU, EU, and GU. Sorry. Wait, yeah, I said that right. And then it'll be lower on NU. Bro, I'm like slow today. Lower on USD CAD, USD CHF, and USD JPY. My fault, guys. So lower dollar would mean higher on any of these X, USD, and lower dollar would mean lower on any of these USDX pairs. My fault, bro. I need some coffee in my system. So yeah, AU, EU, GU, NU. Gun in my head would lean bullish because I'm bearish on dollar to the sell side. I just want to look at this again really quickly, actually. I'm gonna be gauging how we react here to this sell side. You know, do we sweep that low? You know, do we sweep this sell side and continue higher, or do we displace through it and have strong body closes lower, which would, you know, indicate that we want to continue lower? Because right now this weekly order flow is still bullish. The monthly to me is bearish, technically on how I define order flow, and then this daily order flow is bearish. So it's pretty 50-50 to me. Doesn't feel clear and obvious. Is this forecast going to be recorded? Yeah, all my lives will be in the live thing after they're done. They'll get processed and saved on the channel now. The old lives I did, they didn't end up staying on the channel because they got copyrighted, because I was using like my normal Spotify music, and yeah, it got copyrighted. So now I'm using non-copyright music. Should be good. What do you think about sticking to a few pairs? I mean, you can literally stick to one ticker or one pair and just trade that. Like, there is ways to do that for sure, and that's honestly something I'm considering doing on NQ, you know, NASDAQ futures for intraday, is literally just looking at NQ and intraday trading. But you need to make sure that there's enough frequency. Yeah, I talked about this in the other stream, but I really think that frequency is important. Some people will strongly disagree with me, but you know, as a trader, my experience with frequency is I think it's really important, especially with futures prop and how these prop firms are structured. The rules, all that, you know, you need to be a high frequency trader for futures. It's just the reality. You can't be taking 0 trades a week. So yeah, gun to my head bearish. This is like a real top on the 4 hour to me. You know, this is that clean ST, very clean reversal here, and I'm looking for a 4 hour sell model to engage and this to continue lower. But Monday might just be chop. But yeah, I'm bearish, gun to my head on Dixie. I just still don't like it, so I'll be waiting for that to clear up. But bearish Dixie, bullish AU, EU, GU, NU. Monthly internal to external move potential here. Really small BISI here. Don't really like these kinds of fair value gaps where you have to adjust the axis like this to see it, but I'll go ahead and mark it. It's order blocks holding on the weekly. So you want to see the 4 hour get in line here. It might have already done it on this daily candle. I have to look, but you want to see the 4 hour shift bullish here from this order block. This is all a weekly order block right here. Yeah, the 4 hour is shifting bullish right here. This looks clean. You know, I like this bottom, so we'll see, but not much here. I'll throw these on the wait list. Actually, I'm not even going to touch them yet until I feel really, really clear on Dixie. Not worrying about Dixie has saved me lately. This is when you force things on something that doesn't feel obvious, that's when you go into drawdown. That's when you go into these losing streaks, because you're trying to squeeze. It's like trying to squeeze juice out of, like, you know, say a lemon or a lime that's already been squeezed. That's how I feel about Dixie when it's not clear. Like, you're just forcing something. You're forcing juice out of it. Like, just move on to a different fruit that is fresh and has juice, you know? Same thing with chop and when price isn't moving. Like, you just want to move to something that has the juice. Don't try to squeeze something out of a fruit that's already been squeezed out. So yeah, I'm bullish on all of these pairs. I don't really have much to say about this. I'm just not interested in majors, but you know, based on analysis, I'll go through my analysis on it. This is technically bullish monthly order flow to me. We created this change of state of delivery, headed higher, created a new BISI off of it. I want to see this, you know, begin to seek buy side with bearish dollar. And create new for value ups higher. So we are creating this weekly BISI right here. I'm gonna drop into the daily. If we created fair value gaps higher, we may end up having a breakaway gap on the weekly. It depends on how Monday acts. So we haven't created a daily fair value gap higher, but respecting this one here. I'll be gauging, you know, how Monday acts, but yeah, I'm really not that interested in majors right now until Dixie's clear. But it looks like a 4-hour buy model to me. So from here to here, that's the context you want to operate in. That's the context the buy model will form within. And I want to see higher prices. I'm bearish on dollar. Monthly internal to external, pretty clean actually. GU has been very strong. Created a weekly BISI here, overlapping with this high. Whoops. These could be nice for longs. I'm gonna put them on the wait list, but I'm only gonna let me make this very clear. I'm only gonna trade these if dollar feels obvious to me. Like if we create a clear bearish for value gap to the downside here, and I feel like this sell side is obvious draw, then I will trade these higher. But so I'm gonna add them to the wait list just in case, so I don't fully check out of analyzing them. But they could be setting up if dollar is clear. They have these nice BISIs. The weekly is showing intention to head higher here. All created. So just using candle signs, just paying attention to like what is created for value gaps higher, we can see what's stronger right now. So AU did not create a weekly BISI higher. EU created one higher here, and GU created a clear BISI higher, and NU created one. So just using that alone can be an indicator of strength. Monthly's gross on USD CAD. Disrespected this weekly BISI. Weekly order flow is still bullish though. I don't really like this. USD CHF offered fair value here. It'd be looking for it to seek this liquidity, but I'm bearish dollar, so that doesn't really agree with the analysis. You would be expecting this to trade higher if dollar's bullish. With the bullish dollar, I would definitely like longs on this. That's the way I look. So I don't like this because I'm bearish dollar. So that, goes against my analysis on dollar. So we'll just have to see. I don't like when things disagree. I don't like when things feel 50-50. Because to me, that's an indicator of low probability conditions. So we'll see. I've consistently felt like I don't know what Dixie's doing. So like I said, I've said it a lot, but I just want to make that very clear. I'm probably not touching these unless Dixie feels obvious to me again. So yeah, crosses are what I'm more focused in. Again, when Dixie's unclear, we want to shift our focus to the crosses, to the pairs that aren't, USD pairs. Let me look at the chat. Look at EG daily. I'll look at EG. I'm already in shorts on EG right now. What do you think about sticking to a few? I already answered that. What was your win rate when you were intraday trading forex? It was like 60 something, low 60s. That was using 4-hour PD race. Why do people keep spelling my name with a K? It's with a C. You're good though. It's like my full name's Cameron with a C. CAMERON. Cam's kind of fire with a K though. Kind of fire. Some of my friends from my hometown just call me Bam. I don't know why. It's kind of fire though. I fuck with it. Bam's kind of a fire nickname. Yeah, EG short. I have a doubt in SMT if AUD CAD reached the internal and NZD CAD doesn't reach the internal, it makes SMT. But if you're longing, you want a long CAD if it makes SMT there, because it's showing relative strength. I really don't even trip off SMT, bro. Do you use SMT? I use it, but I don't worry about it. I don't know how to explain it. Like if it's obvious to me, if it's really, really, really obvious to me that there's SMT between pairs or whatever, I'll use it. But I don't look for it. I definitely 100% am trading relative strength and weakness, but I just find it in other ways. I look at the candles and the bodies. I look at the futures currencies. Sometimes I'll look at Euro GBP, your AUD, NZD to compare those correlated pairs. Like there's a lot of ways that you can come to a conclusion on relative strength and weakness. It doesn't have to be SMT. I'm not against SMT. SMT definitely works. I know people that swear by SMT. So like if it works for you and it sticks out to your brain, your eyes, when you look at charts, then use it. But for me, like I just naturally don't see it. I feel like I have to force myself to see it. So I only use it if I see it, but I don't really look for it. Daily for value gap to hourly ST, W analogy, GC on his way to daily for value gap, AU on his way to a weekly. Dixie has no clear direction. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. EU and GU don't affect Dixie, brother. Dixie affects EU and GU. The US dollar is the world currency. They're the quote currency. They're the quote currency of the pair, but US dollar is the world currency. You know, US dollar affects everything, all currencies. Right. My doubt is we want to trade which pair reach the IRL or makes the higher high, doesn't reach the fair value gap. That's a great area where if you have two pairs, right, you're trying to take longs. Say there's a daily for, all right, I'll show it on the chart. So you have two pairs. You have two pairs of correlated, you know, quote currencies, whatever. This one trades into the fair value gap, and this one doesn't reach the fair value gap off of strength. It has, you know, the SMT. This one runs low into the fair value gap. This one just failure swings, doesn't reach it. This is technically the relatively stronger pair, so I'm not opposed to longing that, even though it didn't reach the fair value gap. If there's still context and draw higher to operate within, you can long the relatively stronger pair. That's something that I've you know, decided recently based on my data. Bro, no one said Dixie is a currency. Dixie's US dollar, brother. I know, I'm well aware. US dollar is the world currency. It affects every other currency. Right. Which is why it affects all the currencies. 32 people watching this all like the session and support the channel. Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Yeah, no one was saying Dixie is a currency, brother. All right, AUD CAD. Let me go through this analysis. This guy's yapping. This guy's yapping. All right, monthly. Interesting. You want to gauge how this, you know, candle closes. We have 5 days to this monthly closes. Notice how, you know, I always point out when we sweep these major premium arrays on the monthly, weekly, you want to gauge how these candles close through them. So when we take major buy side, this is a huge premium array. Like this is a premium array on the highest time frame on the monthly. So if the monthly, you know, wicks this and respects this, and these weekly and daily for value gaps start pointing lower, the monthly may begin to seek a discount array now. So this is how, you know, all the time frames work together. So we had to move from internal to external on the monthly. Dropping to the weekly, you know, you want to gauge how we're reacting from this premium, this buy side level. To me, this looks like it's gonna seek sell side. Yo, this song's fire. I want to see a new daily to be lower. I don't really like that we haven't created one yet, but this looks bearish to me. I'm not really interested in this right now. Let's go through the crosses, bro. Got you. That's what I'm doing, brother. I'm already doing that. Market structure shit. You know, this is at change in state of delivery. And you know, this order flow is technically bearish, but when we get this change in state of delivery, that's a light bulb that order flow on the monthly may be shifting bullish. And this is our 50-50 order flow indication. So right now, this order flow is technically 50-50. You know, for us to confirm that this monthly order flow is bullish, we want to see it trade into a discount array and create new displacement higher. At that point, you know, this is confirmed monthly bullish order flow. But I would lean long, biased, just based on this change of state of delivery right now. You know, AUD CHF, anything XCHF, like I called, you know, the last week, is going to be strong. Anything XYen is going to be strong. Until Japanese yen currency is no longer weak, that will remain. Tips on identifying good and bad ST. I mean, the cleanest ST was like what I just showed earlier. I'll go over it in a little bit. I want to run through these crosses. Created a weekly BISI here. Weekly order flow, very clearly bullish. I'm going to take that off the long list. Keep this on the long list because there's weekly context here to operate within. AJ, again, still bullish yen pairs. Have been bullish on yen for a while. We created this weekly order block. Weekly BISI could be setting up for a really, really nice weekly retest here. Really like this. Potential to trade into this and then head higher. So once we trade into that weekly BISI, I'll be waiting for a 4-hour change in state of delivery. Then from there, that 4-hour buy model should engage, and we're looking to long that the whole way there. So if you're intraday, you know, you're longing 1 hour and 4 hour PD race within this context the whole week. But if you're swing trading, once we trade into this weekly for value gap and then shift state delivery, you're just longing here, and you can, you know, take 2R or you can target the context. So like me, if I'm swinging this on the 4-hour, which means I'm entering off the 4-hour, I'm just targeting 2R because that's how I trade. But if you're one of the people that likes to target context for the bigger R, that would be your swing. So it's like a 4-hour swing. Obviously, this is a hypothetical, but those are the two ways you can trade this. So I like AJ a lot. AJ looks fire. I'm gonna put this up. This is my list from last week. So I'm gonna actually go like this. I always forget to do that. Just so I don't give myself any like bias. You know, I want to come to the same. I like to make my my watch list fresh every week, just so I don't, like I said, have bias towards stuff. I want the price action to tell me what I'm thinking on price, not what I thought last week. Feel me? When will the new video release, bro? I'm just waiting on the final edits. I wanted to get it out today. It might be out this afternoon or tonight. I don't want to guarantee it, but definitely one video a week. I actually just ordered a nice camera and lens. My lens already came in. The camera comes in this week. And yeah, I'm getting way more serious about content and videos. So stay tuned. I appreciate you guys, you know, showing hella love. I feel like we're really building something here. I'm so grateful for it. I'm going to continue to provide value and help guide you guys. And in return, you know, all I ask is stay tuned with my content, you know, stay active, like the videos, subscribe, all that. Share with your friends and all that. That's literally all I ask. All free stuff. Like that takes you guys 5 minutes to do. It'd be super, super helpful for me. What's ST? ST is a sharp turn. It's a concept from Ario. All an ST is if we have a higher time frame PD array. And ST is simply price creating a fair value gap into it and then creating a fair value gap out of it. So it's like another way of simplifying change in state of delivery. A change in state of delivery is an order block that gets created right here. So when we create this order block, price is changing state of delivery. But using the fair value gaps in, fair value gap out ST model is just a simple way of seeing prices shifting. Loving it here, bro. Thanks for all you do. Appreciate you, brother. Finally, you have my support, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Both of you guys have been really consistent with the support, so just know I really appreciate it. All right, monthly. Trading into this area of fair value. We created this monthly BISI higher. I want to gauge how we react here at this level. This is a, again, monthly discount level, an area of, you know, support. All ICT is, bro, let me make this clear. All ICT is more precise, better logic behind price, but it's everything is just support and resistance, bro. At the end of the day, I don't do all that like back and forth about this kind of stuff. You guys know where I stand now. I love ICT. It's super precise, amazing concepts, best version of support and resistance. But at the end of the day, all these concepts are just support and resistance. It's not me downplaying it. That's not me disrespecting it. That's just me keeping it a stack. So from this monthly discount array, using the time frame alignment, what are we looking for? We're looking for the daily buy model to engage for longs. We're looking for a daily market maker buy model to engage, which would take a daily change of state of delivery. So until that daily change of state of delivery happens, I'm not really interested in this, because the daily won't be in alignment. Just looking at this monthly pullback, right? The daily order flow is going to be bullish right now. So until that daily, the daily order flow is going to be bearish right now. So until that daily order flow shifts bullish, aka change in state of delivery or ST, I'm not interested in longs on this pair. So I'll be waiting for that. This is what I mean by having the daily in alignment with the monthly. So if we're going to trade monthly internal to external, a daily buy model is going to engage in here. Notice how when we have a monthly, this is actual sauce. For those that understand this, it's going to be game changing. Notice how we have this monthly draw here. This monthly bullish fair value gap has become the draw on this pair, on AUD and ZD. So this becomes the magnet. It's a fair value gap on the strongest time frame. The monthly is the strongest magnet. So this draw on AUD and ZD is the reason this bullish fair value gap failed and got absolutely sliced through. So yes, it's an opposing PD ray. See how we have this small reaction, but ultimately just gets absolutely sliced through because we have this monthly fair value gap as the draw on liquidity. So when you have these higher time frame fair value gaps below, a weekly fair value gap like this becomes a lot more lower probability. It becomes much more just low probability to trade off of. And that's why when you're aligned with the draw, these opposing PD rays, they get sliced through like butter. I have a lot of people asking me about that. I will trade, you know, there's always going to be PD rays on the opposing side of the curve, but when you're in alignment with the draw on liquidity, they just get sliced through like butter. So I'm waiting for the daily to change state of delivery, and then this could be good for longs. I want to see how we react here from this monthly level. You know, if this does shift on the daily, it could be really nice for long. So I'm gonna throw it on the wait list. It needs more time to cook. You know, I need to wait on that daily to change state of delivery. From there, you know, price has cooked up and I'm good to go. It's good for long. This is, you know, another thing, you know, I was talking about before. This monthly order flow is bearish, but we're potentially changing state of delivery here and trading higher. So in this example, you know, I'm okay with longs here. The monthly is showing signs to want to head higher. So I'm looking at this buy side as the draw. We haven't created a clear BISI. Looks like an immediate rebalance. That's just beautiful. Respect of that fair value gap. I tried to long, or I was gonna long this on. No, actually, was it GBP CHF? I think it was GBP CHF. My fault. This looks good for higher though. I'm still bullish on this, but I don't really see much context I like. I'd rather just look at something else. So these higher time frame wicks like this, See how this monthly created this wick? Higher time frame wicks are going to be lower time frame for value gaps. This is going to be displacement on the lower time frames, meaning the lower time frames are going to be creating for value gaps. Weekly has not created a fair value gap, but there should be some on the daily for sure. This is the daily market maker buy model from that monthly level. So these lower time frame or these higher time frame wicks are going to be lower time frame for value gaps. Create some here. We actually haven't created that many, surprisingly. We have a small one here. This is the area of fair value. So from this swing low to this swing high, you could even argue like from here up, prices offered fair value. So I'd be looking for it to head higher from there. I don't know what I just did with that. Anyways, moving on. Not much right now on this. I still like XCN pairs for higher, but I need context. Throw it on the wait list to see if it creates daily internal to external, but yeah, this is I don't know. Weekly internal to external is nice, but it's just been straight chop lately. I don't really want to mess around with this. The way this daily looks, until we create a new daily for value gap higher, I'm not interested in this. Price is just showing signs of being lethargic. There's actually so many clean setups this week for me. Yeah, this week could be nice. I'll put it on the wait list in case it creates that daily internal to external context. Euro AUD. This looks like it wants sell side now. Change state of delivery potentially on the monthly. I want to see what it does from this level, but I'm not interested in this. This is 50-50 as shit. Definitely not interested in that. Monthly order flow, bullish. Weekly isn't really creating any for value gaps, which I don't love. This is just not great. I don't like this either. Skipping that. Very strong monthly. The monthly changing state of delivery. This looks really nice to have potential internal to external context, but this might be a bag. The way that this weekly is forming, if there's daily 4-hour for value gaps within this, we may not even retest this. Adding this to the long list, but we'll see. We have one here. If we trade down here, we might as well, or we are trading into that weekly for value gap. So this actually very well could. We'll see. I'm watching that for sure. I like this for longs. So EG, I'm actually in shorts right now. Monthly order flows bearish. Weekly order flows bearish. We swept these lows, which isn't great. You know, I don't like that we just took sell side, but I still think this goes lower. I would say that's the only knock that I have on this setup right now, is that we just swept this weekly discount array, so we could get a pullback here. You know, we could see a mean pullback now that we swept the sell side. So the only knock on that, on the short, like I said, which I'm already in, is that we already took that sell side. Ideally, you would want to short this. But that being said, you know, even though the daily is respecting this, I want to see this head lower. We have nice daily internal to external context, and I'm looking for lower prices on this still. If we go ahead and disrespect this daily for value gap, then my trade's cooked and, you know, invalidated, and we're going to most likely be trading to a premium on the weekly, to a premium array, to potentially continue lower. But yeah, that's the only knock I have on EG. So anyone that's in EG with me, hopefully that was insightful. Really just this, it's not ideal to trade this right after the premium or the discount array on the weekly gets taken. But that being said, I mean, this looks really clean. Still think this has lower. This is where I entered off this 1 hour SIBI, change state of delivery. My stops up here, so we'll see what happens with this. I've been holding this since Friday, but yeah, if it does pull back and disrespect that bullish for or bearish for value gap, then we're probably pulling back to a premium array on the weekly. straight sauce. So when daily aligns, we enter from 1 hour or 4 hour for swings. Yeah, so whatever PD array you're trading off of, you want to use that time frame alignment. If the daily aligns and creates a bullish for value gap, and you're trading off the daily bullish for value gap, then you want to wait for the 1 hour to change state of delivery for swings. Once the 1 hour shifts state of delivery, the 1 hour, the daily, and the monthly are all in alignment, and now you can take that swing, expecting that the bottom gets put in from that daily for value gap. So I'm funded in futures. I have like 8 50K accounts in futures, but I just started, focusing on funding in forex. So I'm not funded right now. I have 2 evals in phase 2, so I only need I think I only need 4% on them to get funded, and then I have a bunch of evals in phase 1 that are all green right now. But I'm focusing on doing both now, and the funding will definitely come. I'll keep you guys updated, but anytime now I should be hitting some funding on forex for sure. Especially with the swings. The swings have been very profitable. What do you think about fractalizing the swing trading plan? You can fractalize anything, bro. All of this is fractal. If you want to do intraday, you can definitely do that. If I'm doing a filtering process intraday, it would literally be the same thing, just lower. Treating the 4 hours the monthly, then using 4 hour. No, you can definitely do that, bro. You're gonna take more losses. It's gonna be a bit lower probability. You'll probably have a lower win rate. But if your correlation of risk reward ratio and win rate is positive, then it doesn't matter. So what I think about that is it definitely can work 100%. And I'm thinking about doing something similar on NQ and trying to scalp intraday. I've never really dove really hard into scalping, but I think I could do it. Price is fractal. All these concepts are fractal. You just need an understanding of narrative from the top down. The problem with the 1 minute that makes it a bit more difficult is you need the 1 minute in context of the 15 minute, and you need the 15 minute in context of the 1 hour and the 4 hour. You need the 4 hour in context of the daily. You know what I'm saying? You need everything in context of each other from the top down. So that's the hard part about scalping, in my opinion, but very, very doable. All these concepts are fractal. Euro NZD is creating this weekly SIBI lower. Created this daily SIBI, pretty small. I want to see if we retrace back to that. This could be decent shorts, but I don't like that this monthly order flow is bullish. I do think sell side is a draw, or at least that fair value gap. This bullish for value gap, I'm still looking at it as a draw. But, I don't like how the monthly looks. But this should head lower. Looks good. The only other thing is, if we hit this and begin to shift, say delivery higher. But I just don't like it. I'm good on that. Monthly order flow bullish. Weekly. Notice how we're not sweeping this buy side, this premium array on the weekly and monthly. We're not sweeping it, we're displacing through it. So it shows a lot of strength. This shows that price still wants to head higher through that. Not only that, but we're also creating this weekly breakaway gap. So this is a really strong pair right now. You can just tell off the candles alone. We have this internal to external potentially setting up. I like this a lot. Potential longs here. I don't see us trading back to that. Usually if it didn't look like a bag, I would say watch out for this bullish for value gap, because it's a higher time frame draw, a magnet, but it's a breakaway gap right now, so we can definitely head higher off of this for value gap on the daily. So I'm adding that to the long list for sure, and I like that. I like it a lot. Monthly bullish, weekly creating this potential bag. Looking at that buy side as a draw. BJ has been strong as well. This one, I was looking at this, bro. This pair was confusing to me. Multi-order flows bullish. We have this order block right here, and we're wicking it. Didn't trade into that Dixie. Traded into this order block like I mentioned. We respect the mean threshold. daily is going to be creating this fair value gap higher. I'm bullish on this, but this was a confusing pair to me. I was looking at this on the weekend, and when it's confusing, when I can see both sides, I'm not interested. But I think that goes higher. This is the one I tried to long on Friday. I was about to long it. Actually, let me put my drawings back. I was about to long it, and then I pulled my order because it was Friday, and I felt like it may not deliver, which is dumb. Weekly bag, tons of strength. Trying to trade this daily internal to external on Friday, and it should show my, yeah, I was gonna long this for value gap. That would have hit PT and been a nice 2R win. Would have ended last week green, but instead I was -1R, and then I'm still in an EG short right now. But yeah, I should have taken that for sure. The only reason I didn't was the time of the week, bro. You know, I wasn't sure if we wanted to just pull back a little bit for the weekly candle. But yeah, that was beauty. Still like this for longs, but I'll put it on the wait list because there's no context right now. GJ created that SMT at the daily for value gap here. Throw that on the wait list as well. No context right now. But I like these XCHF and XEN pairs again for long. I want to look at the futures currencies to make sure though. Monthly order flow bullish. This might start heading higher. I want to see, you know, this continue higher still. Not bad. NZD Cat is toxic, bro. This is like a Latina girlfriend, bro. I swear. She looks so good, but she's so toxic, bro. So frustrating. Sweeping this buy side as of right now, we have this weekly for value gap that we could, you know, draw to and head higher off of. I want to see if there's daily for value gaps in this leg. There is a daily for value gap on this in this leg. We just swept this buy side, so interesting, but I'm gonna let that cook. Daily internal to external, didn't take buy side, but there's like no room to long this right now. What is that sound? Are y'all hearing that, or is it just me? It's like a staticky sound. Let me know if y'all are hearing that. Alright, it went away. Oh, it's when I put my phone down. What the heck? Alright, it went away. I use mmxm for everything. Everything's in mmxm. So yeah, I use it for entries. I use it for all my analysis. Everything I do is based on mmxm. Yo, what's up, bro? I like this for higher, but again, there's no context. It's going to need to create a new for value gap higher. Put it on the wait list, let it cook. This is what I got right now. Let's look at the futures currencies, and I'll look at the commodities and indices. You guys have any questions, let me know. AUD NZD. Internal to external on the monthly. No weekly for value gaps higher. It's going to be similar analysis as the majors, obviously. See if this OB holds. This could head higher. If I'm correct on bearish dollar. Monthly internal to external. Bearish dollar would mean that this heads higher. Disrespected that. Weekly bullish for value gap. Pound is very strong right now. So bullish on pound. Canadian dollar. Traded into that weekly order block. No daily for value gaps lower. Interesting. That looks really 50-50 to me. If I'm bullish dollar, or if I'm bearish dollar, these should be bullish. Yeah, these just look super 50-50 though. Yen is so weak, dog. Yen is so weak. Weekly internal to external still. Daily for value gaps lower most likely. Right here. Yen is just getting absolutely cooked. Swiss franc weak as well. Whoops. This is probably just gonna see sell side. Daily Sibi right here. Looks pretty clear to me lower. Alright, let's look at indices. Jer 40, is that ducks? I don't trade ducks, but I'll look at it. I had to take a trade when I already answered. Were you watching, bro? I already answered your question on that. Scroll back in the stream after. I talked about what I do. You trade it the same way. You trade the relatively stronger pair that creates the failure swing. SMT. Market structure shift, change state of delivery, fair value gap breaker at low risk. Pretty much. I mean, you can take the low risk, you can take the stage 1 or the stage 2 until that context is taken. But yeah, always at a key higher time frame PD array. Monthly order flow is bullish. We always want to submit to this higher time frame trend. Indices is creating this weekly fair value gap here that I have marked out already. So up that high. This was an area that I mentioned. I want to watch how we treat this buy side liquidity. It's a higher time frame premium array. We may draw into this before continuing higher. If that is the case, we'd have really nice weekly internal to external context to operate within here. Because it's a weekly for value gap, I don't want to see a 4-hour change in state of delivery. So if we do draw into this, 4-hour needs to shift, and then we'll begin to look for longs again. I'm bullish on indices, but I'll give them time to cook. Monthly order flow bullish is going to be pretty similar. NASDAQ is the stronger of those two, ES and NQ, by reading the candles. Notice how he displaced through that buy side liquidity, that premium array. Whereas ES, we've still respected it. So ES is weaker. I think we can trade into that weekly for value gap for sure though. Traded into this, offered for value. This should now begin to seek buy side liquidity. RTY actually looks decent. I want to see a new fair value gap on the 4-hour. It's a strong pullback on YM. I heard a lot of bad things about YM. I've never really traded it. I want to see indices head higher though. This monthly order flow is bullish to me. Right now we're selling off. Weekly Sibi. Already swept that sell side. This is just low probability to me. I'm good on this. Monthly bullish order flow on gold. Dixie down here. Looks like this may be drawing to that weekly bullish or monthly bullish for value gap, but we're creating a new one in 5 days. So I want to keep an eye on that when the new month creates. We could be drawing to this monthly bullish for value gap on gold to continue higher off that. And then we'd have a really nice monthly internal to external to operate within that whole month. But yeah, this definitely looks like it wants lower right now. Daily for value gaps are pointing towards that monthly for value gap that's setting up. So perhaps in the next 2 days we consolidate and just head lower a little bit before getting ready to trade into that in the new month. But not interested in that. I'm good. I don't really like trading counter trend. Just not the biggest fan. Same analysis here, creating this bullish for value gap in 5 days. Didn't sweep that buy side. No weekly for value gap down here. Daily is creating SIBIs pointing towards that. So these fair value gaps are showing the intention to want to head lower. Same analysis. No fair value gap on the monthly for silver. But this candle offered both sell side and buy side. Weekly bullish for value gap here. Interesting. Could have nice internal to external here. Oops. And yeah, it's pretty much everything right there. If you guys have any questions, anything you want me to answer, anything you want me to look at, let me know. Let me know. Oh, DAX. Bro. Put my phone down. Weekly internal to external, weekly order flows bullish. This looks nice. Yeah, I agree. This does look good, bro. Fire, fire, fire. Really nice. Beauty. Let me look at the monthly. Oh, this is beautiful, bro. You were lying. Holy shit. I really like this. Wow, this is nice. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Yeah, please long this, bro, next week. I might have to add that to the list. It's a CFD though. Is there a DAX futures? Hold on, let me look that up. I mean, I'm not gonna swing futures obviously, but there is, but they're like weird. This one is not. What the heck? Pepperstone is the one I used. I'd have to trade a forex CFD. Full margin, he says. Oh no. I told you. I do not trade futures, so I don't know if it's DAX futures. I don't think there is. These are the indices futures. Oh, there is, but it's a weird data provider or whatever. I mean, there is. It's Eurex though. This looks really good though. I like it. I'm a fan. Definitely a fan, brother. Maybe I would trade the CFD on my forex, but I'll go ahead and add it to the is there an Oandager 40? There's no Oandager 40. I don't look at DAX, but yeah, that looks really good, bro. Big fan. Along's on that. Yeah, you'd have to trade the CFD. What do I really like right now? Honestly, like, there's things setting up, but there wasn't anything where I'm like there wasn't anything besides DAX that you just showed me that made me feel like, damn, this is beautiful. But these could be nice. DAX was already like ready to go though. Like if you look at DAX, that thing already traded into the Dixie in 4-hour shift to state delivery. So you want to see this hold, and this is just ready to go. That just looks fire. But This AJ is really nice. Probably my top watch for the pairs. I think that this is going to trade into that weekly bullish for value gap, and then we just be waiting for the same thing, that 4-hour CSD. I like AUD CHF, AUD JPY. This did create a, no it didn't. I think this can trade into the weekly BISI as well. There's some things setting up for sure. Let me look at the news again. We have AUD, Euro, CAD, so there's no pound, but there's CAD. That would meet my requirements for a swing. Euro, good. AUD, good. So all these are good. They have news this week, so I'm interested in all these swings. Interesting. Yeah, there's some stuff setting up for sure. I don't like how I'm bearish on the other metals but bullish on silver. Honestly, RTY looks really good too. Russell? Of the indices, I like in general, just talking about what I like. Of the indices, ES, NQ, and Russell are what I like. I might even remove YM. Like, I never trade it. I don't care about it. I don't like it. I honestly might just remove it. That thing's ass. It moves weird. I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, this looks good as on the chart, but I feel like it moves weird. Everyone I know that trades YM2 doesn't like it. You look at platinum. I was looking at other metals like platinum, but it didn't. You can't trade them on the futures. Like, if you go into the futures prop firms, they like don't allow platinum trading. I think it's mainly silver, gold, and copper. When I was researching all the prop for futures, I don't think you can trade them. If it was a personal, I would probably filter it. If I was only trading futures, I'd do like a filtering process and then just add as many futures that I can trade to it. Like, that's what I do. If they have liquidity, obviously. I need enough liquidity to trade them. Platinum has decent liquidity though. This monthly is gross though. Yeah, I can't trade this though on futures, so I don't even look at it. Let's see if this heads lower. Four-hour. This top looks real. I feel like this is a real top on Dixie. You want to see these 4-hour SIBIs hold this area of mitigation here. You want to see this hold. Oops. If we're going to head lower this week. Bearish dollar, bullish, anything. XUSD. Euro USD. If I'm bearish dollar, I'm bullish on this. We have this internal to external. Weekly BISI was created. I want to look at this wick and see if there's a daily for value gap. Whoops. And see if there's a daily for value gap in that price leg. There's daily for value gaps here. I feel like this can trade into it. There's no recent for value gap here. I feel like this can trade into that weekly BISI. Could be nice for longs. Weekly internal to external move. Monthly, internal, the external, weekly, setting up, same analysis. If dollar feels clear to me, I like these for longs, for sure. But yeah, I am going to be posting a video either tonight or sometime this week on my full trading plan, and it talks about swinging and day trading and how you can use it for both. I am thinking I want to intraday trade one of the indices, either ES or NQ, and just dial in, like take one trade a day, intraday trading. Might even use the 1 minute, which is crazy because I don't like the 1 minute at all, but I might use the 1 minute or 5 minute entries and try to trade intraday, like high frequency type stuff, multiple trades a week, maybe like 5 trades a week, 1 a day type, because I want to start milking these futures props, and frequency is really important for futures prop firms in my opinion. So I'm kind of cooking up a futures trading plan right now. What I'm thinking is, operating off of like daily and 4-hour draw, so like bias, and then trading 1 hour and 15 minute PD array in the direction of that draw, and then 5 minute, 1 minute mmxm entries, something like that, and then only focusing on NQ or ES when I'm not swinging forex. So like in New York, if there's nothing on forex for me to do, or I'm already in positions, then I'll just focus on this and having higher frequency intraday trading one of these. So if I was going to focus on one pair, I'd probably do something like this. I still need to test it and see what the frequency is. Ideally I want to be trading a lot. For futures prop, you need to be trading more, in my opinion. And some people might feel like that's bad advice, but for where I'm at in my career, I don't have issues with over trading. I trade quality setups. I'll probably just take 1 trade a day, and if there's nothing, it's terrible, then I just won't trade. But frequency wise, 4 to 5 trades a week would be perfect for futures in my opinion. Just target 2R, win more than 34% of the time, and you're profiting, and then you just run those up, hook all the accounts up to a copier on futures, and you're milking, bro. So that's something I'm thinking of doing, this type of plan. Everything is mmxm built though, so we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on that. If I do, then I'll be intraday streaming, focusing mainly. I'm either going to do NQ or ES. I think NQ is better in terms of volatility, so probably NQ, and then just intraday trade like a scout plan like that almost. 1 hour and 5 minute mmxm. My guy Bradley. Will you stream tomorrow? I might stream tomorrow. I saw guys be buying 20, 50K and trade them all. Yeah, you can literally hook up 20, 50K accounts on a copier, bro. They have way less drawdown than like forex prop. I think the 50Ks only have, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they only have $2,500 in drawdown, which isn't a lot. But if you just stay conservative with the risk, yeah, tomorrow's a bank holiday. I'm not going to be trading intraday. Good point. Probably won't be looking at anything. I'm still ironing out my rules as well for that though. Like if I'm only going to trade on news days with this scout plan, or if I'm going to trade without news, all that, I got to figure it out. For the filtering process I definitely demand news. But yeah, they put 20 accounts, 20 50K accounts on a copier. They all have 2,500 drawdown. So if you're just conservative with risk and you give yourself enough room, the copier just does the heavy lifting. Like if you make $100 an account on 20 accounts, you just made 2 bands. Like, so yeah, like that's 2 bands a day. Conservative risk. Sounds good to me, bro. Those 20 accounts on a copier do the heavy lifting. But if you're asking like details on how they do it, essentially it's a NinjaTrader add-on. It's called Replicanto by Flowbots. Those accounts use unrealized drawdown, which is awful. Yeah, that's the only knock. You just have to trail your stops. You have to trade a bit different, or at least be, you can't take huge pullbacks. So like set it and forget it, I feel like wouldn't work well on that. It depends on what I'm trading with in black. If I'm scalping, my losing streaks are gonna be bigger. You know, I'm gonna take more L's in a row. 'Cause I'm trading probably a lower win rate. But with my swinging, bro, I'm not gonna lie. With my swinging, I haven't lost 2 trades in a row yet. Like if I lose a trade, I win the next one. But I'm sure that will change. You know, losing streaks, they happen all the time. I'm sure I'll lose a couple trades in a row here, swinging shortly. But lately, again, that's a small sample size. I don't have a lot of trades. I don't have enough data to say conclusively what, you know, my biggest losing streaks are going to be with the swings. But right now, I haven't lost 2 in a row, which is pretty crazy. But scalping, definitely can lose a lot of trades in a row. I think for how long I've been trading, my biggest losing streak in a row has only been like 4 or 5. I think it was 5. What's your entry? Yeah, 1 hour and 4 hour. Nah, futures is literally 1 phase, which is also fire, and I think it's only 6%. Here, I'll pull it up. If you guys get Apex accounts, please use my code. That would be great. Little soft plug. Nah, but if you can trade and you just deal with the rules, Apex can be milked. Like my buddy Brian Stonk is absolutely milking prop right now, dude. He's made like 40 grand this month off of Apex. Here, I'm gonna screenshot this. Talk about it a little bit because I really think I want to start milking futures as well. I'm gonna do both. If it starts to affect my trading, like my swings, because I'm locked in with my swinging, bro. If it starts to affect me mentally or affect my performance, then I'm just gonna stop and I'll just focus on the swinging because I know the swing is gonna bang. But if I can do both, then why not? You know, you're double the milkage, double the milk of these props. So always down to make more money, man. If it means I'm not sacrificing my mental capital and affecting my performance, I'll definitely do it. This is futures prop for Apex. So if you have 20 100Ks, yeah, the trailing threshold is 2,500, meaning your unrealized profits, it trails that. It doesn't trail your closed profits, which sucks. That means that you have to trail your stop more. But if you can deal with that, which a lot of people can, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. If you just trail your stop and you know, aren't holding for huge pullbacks, then it won't be an issue. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, once you're funded, once you're live and you go up 2,500, you get that drawdown plus 100, I'm pretty sure it stops trailing the unrealized. I could be wrong, but I'm like 90% positive that's the fact. So once you get out of that once you build that cushion, it goes away, which is also fire. So if you have 20 of these things on a copier and you're risking whatever, giving yourself 10 losses of that drawdown, man, you can definitely be milking that. Do you post your watch list in Discord with flags? Yeah, I do. I post them in the free Discord. But yeah, if you guys end up getting Apex accounts, I'll drop the link right here in a second, and then definitely use my code. But I mean, keep in mind, man, there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through. Know what you're getting yourself into. Do your due diligence, and obviously, you know, have a trading plan that's gonna work. If you're profitable and you know how to trade, all you have to do is just kind of deal with their little hoops you have to jump through, and you can be milking this. I'm gonna be doing both futures and forex. But yeah, my watch list will be in the Discord. That's my link though. If you guys want to use my affiliate, that would be amazing. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing both. Both are awesome. Forex and futures prop are very different. Obviously, the ultimate goal is to trade a big ass personal account though. But gotta work towards that with the prop profits. So yeah, if you guys want to fire off any questions before I wrap up, let me know. Feel free to fire away questions. Can we take a trade in the TradingView app using TradeLocker? I've never used TradeLocker. I don't know. I purely execute in TradingView though. Like Tradeovate for futures, you can connect to TradingView, trading panel. I don't want to dox myself if there's anything in there, but Tradeovate for futures, and then Oanda demo on a copier for forex. So I'm always executing in TradingView, and it's just beautiful. I love it so much. You just drag this RR tool where you want it, and then click this create limit order, and then boom, set the risk, and you're done. Sauce. Super easy. Don't want to use any other apps or software. I'm good. TradingView is too nice. Execute right on your charts, bro. It's so fire. But yeah, my buddy Brian is milking Apex, and I think he just trades ESR and Q on the 1 minute. Just trades like breakers in New York. So I've been cooking up, and yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Might put a ton of 50k accounts on a copy. I already have 8 funded 50ks with Apex that I haven't traded, and then I want to do top step in my funded futures. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna do 150k accounts or 50k accounts. Yeah, focus on forex for a little bit, get your payouts, and then roll it into futures or scale forex. You can do either one. The thing I like about doing both futures and forex, you know, here's the thing, bro. Here's the difference between me and other people that you guys are going to listen to. And I'm not throwing shade. This is just me being real. Other people, you know, they want to make money from affiliate. They want to make money from these prop firms and whatever. So they're going to sell you a dream. They're going to say, oh, do this. You know, you can make tons of money, which is true. But the reality is, you know, these prop firms, there is risk when you do it. You need to understand that there is risk. And forex, for example, has way less regulations. The forex prop industry is a bit sketchy, so you need to understand that there's risk in what you're doing. You know, you're not wasting as much money as throwing thousands of dollars into a personal account and blowing it up, but you're still risking some money. So you need to understand that there is inherent risk. The risk to reward is there. It's very worth it to risk. But the reason I like trading futures and forex prop and not purely forex is you're not putting all your eggs in that one forex prop basket. You know, I think that forex prop, the industry in general, is going to be getting hit with a lot more regulations, and I think that it's good not to be fully invested in forex prop. Futures is much more regulated. I believe in it more than forex, honestly, in terms of the prop industry. That's my opinion. So I like spreading risk between the two. That way you're kind of not putting all your eggs in one basket. So yes, prop firms are a great opportunity. Yes, prop firms can make you a lot of money, but you need to know how to trade. You need to know how to jump through their hoops to get to pay out. And you need to understand that there is still risk that you put on the table. TV needs a way to adjust the profit part of the risk tool by whole numbers. Hate dragging it to 2R. Yo, that's actually a fire idea, bro. Like, I get what you're saying too. Like, just whole number R. Yeah, because you have to, like, you'll have to adjust the axis and get the perfect paper point to make sure that it's 2. That is a bit annoying. I like that idea. It's actually a really good idea. Just whole numbers. 2R, 3R, 4R. You should tweet them that or something. Or give it to someone that like Sir Pickle, bro. TradingView interacts with Sir Pickle a lot. You should tell them that. They'll probably at least hear it out. Yeah, it's always like 1.98 or some shit, and you have to adjust it. At least for me with pips, you can be way more precise, and then you have to like always zoom it in. Like, look at that. It goes up 1 point or 1/10 or whatever. Fuck math. Need whole numbers. That would be fire. I like that idea a lot. Go pitch it. You have more sway. I'll tell Sir Pickle. Quick one, peep USD Swiss franc. Price is reacting from the monthly bullish FEG, and the daily is creating new FEG's outlook on that one. Yeah, the only reason I don't like this is because I'm low-key bullish on dollar. And if I'm bullish, sorry, I'm low-key bearish on dollar. So if I'm bearish on dollar, I would be bearish USD Swiss franc. But price action wise, context wise, this looks like it wants higher. So it depends. If dollar is bullish and heads higher, then this could be really good for longs. But again, I just don't feel like dollar is clear. But that's my opinion on that. It does look clean price action wise. Monthly BISI, daily fair value gap higher, internal to external context to operate within. If the dollar was clearly heading higher right now to me, I would be all over this for longs. But just because of the state of Dixie, I'm like hesitant with it. So I'll watch it, but I low-key feel like dollar goes lower. So I don't know. If we blast through this with a daily for value gap higher like this, maybe you can take longs on USD CHF, but yeah, I just don't like the majors when dollar is weird and dollar's just been acting up. Like, look at the monthly. We have this range in price. So at this point, you know, we created this SIBI lower, rejected it, and we're heading lower, creating this monthly SIBI. So at this point, you know, at that time, I would be looking at the sell side as the draw, you know, internal to external. And we're creating a breakaway gap here. So this sell side is the draw for me at this time. For sure, that's how I would have seen it. So from this swing low, or this swing high to this swing low, that's our range to operate within. And then I'd be looking for weekly and daily for value gaps to target that monthly sell side. But what we do is we end up failure swinging and heading higher towards that SIBI. And then we don't follow through lower off that either. And we fail to deliver fair value here. So now I'm looking at this buy side at the time, because we failed to offer fair value and head lower. So now we should seek buy side. And then it just failure swings again. So just in a weird spot. I don't like, it's literally double failure swing right now, where it hasn't seeked liquidity, or at least it hasn't seeked the external. So weird spot. Weird spot on Dixie. I don't like it. Bearish CHF, bearish Dixie. Exactly. In a case like this, we would go in the direction of which is stronger between the two. I'll go based on Dixie for USD CHF, because it's the USD pair. Swiss franc price action wise, it looks bearish though. These futures currencies all trade inverse dollar though, so keep that in mind. But yen and Swiss franc have been weak. I am trading the monthly, weekly, daily context only. The tape reading is useful for me. What is the use of tape reading? So you can understand, like, you just watch price. It's really helpful to understand where price is drawing to at all times. Tape reading is like consistently understanding the narrative, like how price is delivering where it wants to go. So if you tape read every day, you're going to get more familiar with how price books. I literally go through sometimes. Like, I was talking to Bradley on Discord. I think which pair was it again? What's the GBP AUD? Yeah. Like, I'll go through and literally just study this price action where it's confusing to me and it isn't high probability. Like, when I'm filtering, I'll just skip over this. But for fun, I like to look at it and study it, because it keeps me on my toes and like keeps me precise on my analysis. So this is a confusing one here where monthly order flow is bullish. We have this bullish for value gap here. If you drop into the daily, we're changing state of delivery from that bullish for value gap and heading higher. So I'm bullish on this, but we have, the weekly's been heading lower, but it hasn't really created any fair value gaps lower. Just a confusing one, but it should be fair value and then seek liquidity, to me at least, in my opinion. But just sitting on, a pair all day, like ES or NQ, and just tape reading can be really beneficial as long as you are really applying the stuff that you're learning, not just staring at it and not thinking. Tape reading's fire. I do it for fun. Everyone my age goes out, chases girls, and drinks alcohol for fun. I look at charts and just tape read for fun, bro. But yeah, the futures trading on ES and NQ is going to be interesting. The other option would be filtering everything and trading intraday off the filter, but I feel like the frequency won't be there. And I want frequency. I think it's really important if I'm going to milk these prop firms with futures that I have enough frequency to actually make money consistently. So I don't want to be never trading futures. But we'll see. I'm going to be, testing a lot of stuff out here with it. If you guys haven't noticed, like everything that I do, I base it off of my data and my experience. I don't look to other people to say, oh, should I? Like, I'll get people's thoughts on what they're thinking, but ultimately my data tells me what I should do. My experiences in the market tell me what I should do. Just because someone said something doesn't mean you have to do exactly what they say, or you have to do exactly that. Let the data and let your experience with price dictate what changes you make to your plan, or what, you know what I'm saying? Just because someone uses this doesn't mean I need to use it, or just because someone does this doesn't mean I have to. If it doesn't stick out to me and fit me, or actually provide value or edge, like I don't care about it. Just because they're doing it doesn't mean you have to. So really get in the charts, trade, take trades, learn from your data, learn from the way price books, and apply that stuff to your trading plan. Which forex prop do you like the most? I'm partnered with Blue Guardian. I haven't seen any issues with them at all from what I've seen. I like Blue Guardian. I like My Funded Forex. I like who else do I like? If you're not in the US, FTMO is your best bet, bro. If you're not US based and you can use FTMO, I would just use that. They're the most reputable. They've been in the industry the longest. If you want like the best, safest option, I would say FTMO. I'm in the US though, and I can't use them, so those are some that I like. And then for futures, I like My Funded Futures, Apex, Elite Trader Funding, and then Top Step. This song's ass. That song was ass. This song is tough though. I might actually add this to my playlist. Hold on, listen to this. This song's tough. Let's rock out for a second.
Yeah, I'm too turned on. What the fuck? I've been spinning around the room. Yeah, visions twisted, mix the liquor with the drugs. Now I'm stuck. Watch me stumble out the booth.
This shit's fire. I fuck with it.
Yeah, I'm mixing Kool-Aid.
I'm heading out. Take care. Yeah, I'm about to wrap it up. Yeah, this is no copyright. I do, yo, I do, yo, I do, yo, I do. I actually like this.
Introduce her to the city life, you know she from the south. Now she tripping off them city lights, a tablet in her mouth. Took a tablet on the couch, got me running like a route. I'm mixing Kool-Aid with my Dulce. Everybody chill, we at the club on a Tuesday. Shawty hit my phone, said I'm in love with the nightlife. Wake up way too late, I'm late for school. She wanna know if I want link, I'm like, shawty, I do.
Yeah, I do. This is what I was talking about when we take these higher time frame premium rays. I keep harping on this. It's really important to pay attention to what we do when we sweep these liquidity pools, or when we trade to these liquidity pools. Do we sweep them like this? Look at how this candle doesn't close through, but instead wicks it, respects it, and then this daily creates fair value gaps lower. The daily is showing intention to head lower to a discount array on the weekly and monthly. So when we zoom out, we understand that there's a monthly fair value gap setting up. We have this weekly sell side down here. I'm looking for this to be the draw using these daily fair value gaps that are showing the intention of price. This is how we use all the time frames together, you know, and build a narrative. Start making your own music so you use them and can use them in streams. I actually have music, bro. I used to make a lot of music. Music is fire. I low-key miss making music. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. I feel like we touched on everything. I'm gonna be doing intraday streams, getting that futures trade plan ironed out, and new video going up very soon, potentially today. Just be on the lookout. It's gonna be diving into the full trading plan with mmxm. So I have that mmxm guide to give you guys an understanding of market maker models, how they work, you know, the logic behind why they work. And then I have this video where I'm diving into the full trading plan, where it's, you know, swing trading. So if you want to be a swing trader and that fits your personality more, the full trading plan will be in that video. If you want to be an intraday trader and you know, just only operate off lower time frames, enter off lower time frames, and that fits you more, then I have that trading plan in the same video. So it's either swings or intraday, all based off these concepts that I'm showing you guys, and you know, based off mmxm. So stay tuned for that video. Should be solid. And then yeah, I have a new camera coming in, and I'll be having like talking head portions of my videos as well. So everything's going up. Everything is going up. I'm excited. I'm very excited for the future with this. Burger buns. What's up, Joe? Joe, what are you seeing, bro? What are you seeing this week? Let's hear the burger bun thoughts. This 4 hour. I still want to see this trade into that weekly Dixie. Looks like I missed most of the stream. Yeah, I'm about to wrap it up in a second, but it's all good. I appreciate you even just hopping in. Did you do your analysis yet, Burger Joe? I keep calling you Burger now. I haven't checked the charts yet. Yeah, if you still want to hop on a call today and talk about some stuff, let me know. I'm free. I'll have time today. So let me know on Discord. Maybe hop in when you have time, look at the charts and get some thoughts gathered, and then we can hop on a call. I want to talk to you about just, you know, the futures trading plan, and then we could talk about this week and whatnot. But yeah, probably gonna wrap it up. I appreciate you guys tuning into the streams consistently, and stay tuned for that new video. It's gonna be sauce. Every video that comes out is gonna be extremely insightful. On Tuesday we have AUD news. Yeah, that would be good for AUD red folder. Intraday trading AUD pairs. Epic stream. Appreciate it, bro. Trying to consistently get better quality wise, and content's only gonna get better. So alright, y'all. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and make sure you kill it this week. Follow your rules, trade your edge, and just let the numbers play out, man. Don't trip on the numbers. It's all numbers playing out. Be easy, guys. I'll talk to you.